Well, hello. For those of you, anybody here who doesn't know me, my name's David, Alan. Lots of other names, at least 13. They're all here, out there somewhere. Where we are going to have fun dancing for you tonight. I'm going to play a little acoustic guitar, a little electric guitar, and in the little black box here, that's right. Not a very expensive one or anything, just an ordinary kind of, Walkman. And on there's a whole bunch of different and quite contrasted compositions that I've put together. And I'm going to dance the light fantastic on those. I might fall off. If I fall off and land on my nose, I'm sure that you'll be friendly. Pick me up again, dust me off, put me back. Yeah? Yes. I think it would be. Okay. What more have I got to say? Nothing much. Lots of things I could say. I mean, for example, I could say thanks a lot, because I know there are a few people here that have come a really long way. I really appreciate that. Somebody says, yes. Anybody who's come further than 100 miles? Wow. Look at that. Hey. That's truly welcome. Yeah, there you go. Who's come further than 100 feet? That's devotion. Okay. The whole purpose of my coming and doing these suitcase shows is that eventually there'll be enough energy in this group of people that we are the first wave of to support, in a sense like a repertory almost, I suppose. Some kind of new style of repertory. Artists like myself in the Gong family and in the general circle around the Gong family, so that we can come over to America and dance like fantastic few people. And I guess we do have some kind of strange influence on the culture. It's a bit like yogurt and kept too long or something. Live yogurt effect. Well, anyway, here we are. And what I usually do at the beginning of this show is I sort of stand out there, about there, and I put my hands like this. And I just invite people to come and connect up with me and sing the first note of the show, because it seems like a really good idea to me, that instead of me starting the show, that we all start the show together with our voices. How about that, okay? Right. So, first of all, just remember what the note is. you are aware of me. But, like you, I am a personal collective. I am a walking and talking community of characters. So, which of the many controlled and uncontrolled personas surface in this show tonight depends a lot on you. As a group, however large or small, we represent a vast collection of probabilities. If the insights provided by this show strike resonating chords amongst us, then who and what I am will make no difference. It is not your awareness of me that I want to influence, but rather your perception of reality. If, then, I am truly successful tonight in your memory of what happened, I will never have existed at all.
show is about to begin.
Just one cornetto, give it to me. Beautiful ice cream from Italy. What all will melt in the sun. Give me cornetto from ice cream.
Well, who am I? Well, that's right. But look, what about a good, strong, operatic kind of thing, you know, like mystical, fanatical. Like, are you ready? What am I? I'm a That's right. Good. Very nice. Now, what about something really sensitive? All right? Something really, really sensitive. Like, what am I? I'm a mystical, fanatical. So, what am I? That makes me know that I exist. I exist because I have dakinis, you know. Dakini is dream lover. Dakini is dream lover who comes to you in your sleep and makes frantic, passionate love in your dream. And in the morning you have to get a sponge. Right? Dakini, mini, mini mo. Everywhere you look, femme fatale, nembutal, read you like a book. Spider girl. Shadow play. Kundalini crawl. But what is this nonsense? Am I not free of this material trip-like sexuality? It's a thrill, very cheap. I meditate all day. I eat no meat. I stay awake all night while I'm asleep. There's just one word for me, and that is deep. I am the quimsic exotical, intuitive, not erotica. So, Italian falsetto style. What am I? I'm a mystical, fanatical. like some tea? Would you? Like some tea? Well, what sort of tea? A reality? Serendipity? Perpendicularity? Well, psychotropic wave of vibrations warm my bottle tea. Gurdjieff and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Steiner to telepathize with me. Seth has spoken through my fridge. I've channeled till I'm blue. My fast will last a Wednesday week, and then I'll be free for you, for all the creatures of land and sea. I am your teacher. Can you not see? I see the future. I read your thoughts. And all these powers of mine add up to naught. 'Cause I'm just human. Just like you, man, woman. Logistically simplistico. Auto-anal litigo. The secret. Egotistico! So, what am I? I'm a... Rising from the ashes of a character, I... Very cheesy, that one. Cheesy. You know? Cheesy, like, you know how cheeses are. Especially the Frenchy ones. Rising from a cheesy reality, I step back into a more bookish kind of mode and become extremely, sort of what you might call, green. Environmentally subconscious. Environmentally subconscious for the subterranean sea, especially the Pacific, which is, I know, a long way from here, but it's never a very long way from our hearts, from our private parts, from our finest arts. Because there is a great rumbling of atomic explosions and those bloody Frenchies, bloody old French army people with their boats, testing bombs right in the middle of a Pacific Ocean. So, I know it happened a while ago, but when that guy got killed in the Rainbow Warrior, this is the song that I absolutely had to write. It's a bit of Polynesian touch about this one. Away, away, walk, walk away. Away, so why do we blow away? Away, away, walk, walk away. Away, so why do we blow away? Why can you got gosh in my head? Why can you got my blow away? Roll through and I'm all okay, she gon' blow away. Why can you got gosh in my head? Why can you got my blow away? Roll through and I'm all okay, she gon' blow away. Away, 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 far away across the sea. There is an island of luminous corolla. It's radioactive, this land that you will never see. Forever poison and here's the moral. With a bang, the crash, and the what about the creatures? What about the creatures of the sea? With a bang, and the crash, and the what about the people living in paradise peacefully? If you wanna go for the nuclear power, why don't you drop it on the Eiffel Tower? French person, think about the future, think about you and me. If you wanna go the nuclear way, why don't you try it on the Champs-Elysees? French person, think about the future, think about you and me. About you and me, about you and me. Away, away, walk away. Always so wild you go away. Away, away, walk away. Always so wild you go away. Whee! Wacky gaga, shake my head. Wacky gaga, blow away. Roll through the home, can she go to blow away? Wacky gaga, shake my head. Wacky gaga, blow away. Roll through the home, can she go to blow away? Away, away. Away, away. Away, away.
Hello, Captain here.
I'm afraid you're not captain anymore. Playtime's over. You must come ashore. If you don't, we'll have to send someone for you.
Captain I am and Captain I stay, matey.
Belly full of telephone, gas full of telly, cooler meals, hot and feels, full and phone, countless snow, knock that rock, it's a click clack rock, it's time to be so you too. Anybody there? Bye bye, sci-fi, flow, flum, twiddle, flum, toe rag, flash, mac, who's the funny one with the belly laugh, kneecap on? What's that radiator, radiator, menthol, benzol, dingbat, pussycat, bum, no, billy goat, twerk, filly goat, new star, crocodile, big jelly goat, new stone. Right, there's cobs on kite, planters, rattlers, chanters, jack, sausages and mash, have another batch, gosh. Sperm whale, brown ale, say when, I'm going back to Kite again, now and sing. Well, I've lately come to think that when you have no training in dancing, and you clad yourselves in tights and you rush about in front of people, then it definitely shows a certain kind of innocence in relation to the cosmos. So therefore I would say that was my rather childlike being, wouldn't you? And what comes out of a childlike being is like a kind of romantic innocence, you know, And when the child grows up and doesn't lose his innocence, he becomes a romantic. So, there was a time when I was living in Australia, good old Australia, on the Pacific coast. I was living in a banana shed. It was a real banana shed. Chinese put it there in, I don't know, 1920 or something or other, and they used to fill it with bananas. And then I came along, took the bananas out and lived there. And I put a little sort of studio at one end. And it wasn't, you could just see the Pacific Ocean down through the valleys, through the forest. It was actually beautiful. And the water of the sea was skin temperature all the year round. It was just like one of those idyllic places. Well, it has limitations too. I would go down to the sea and hang out. There was a particular bunch of pine trees. I used to go and comb my aura lying underneath these pine trees. And the pine trees used to sing to me and so on. But then one day I looked up and I saw a house that was made of pine. It struck me that houses, you know, when they're made of trees, big question I could never figure out, are they more evolved as houses or as trees? Well, I used to think about that a lot, you know. But anyway, on this particular occasion, I think it was more evolved because out on the balcony made of pine came this incredibly, exquisitely elegant woman, dressed in practically hardly nothing at all. And I just went, wow, you know. But could I catch her attention? Could I? So what did I have to do? I had to write a song about it. That's what we poets do, isn't it? Isis is calling. Isis is calling. Isis is calling. La 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 along from Golden Beach, in a house with a lookout balcony that sees far out of reach. Like a queen, she sits behind a screen of glass and waits for a wave that's yet to pass, where man and woman might live at last without a misunderstanding. And she dreams, la 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 la, and it seems to me when my eyes open that she's everywhere you look. She's everywhere you look. She in the mountains on a dew soaked valley floor, in a house of rough cut timber, with about a curtain for a door. And he sings and he plays in the book of days, and the air, it hangs so still, and the voices echo back to him from far across the hills, and he sings la 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 la, and he plays. He sings with music everywhere, songs that ring in music everywhere. Sing, singer, sing, ring, songs ring in music everywhere. He's this Mr. Mystic, mysterious Mr. La la la. La 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 la. Isis is calling. Isis is calling. Isis is calling. La 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 la.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to introduce to you a person who believes that the sum of his parts is greater than his whole. The divided alien.
Speak through my mouth. Psychic radio.
I am responsible for myself, but am I responsible for psychic radio?
And the time is now, 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 and the time is now.
This alien has come from many planets, but on this planet we call planet Earth, the alien becomes divided. All of us here on this planet have created this planet called Earth ourselves from our own minds, and we hold it together only because we still desire to experience its opposing extremes. When we have finished with it, it is said that it will become a sun with its own solar system. Until then, there is one main condition to all of our daily reality, that we do not remember why we are really here.
Thank you, and good night.
There will now be a 1-minute interval.
What's yours, old son? Well, I'm not sure. We're going to move on. We're a bit pushed for time. Too late. Everybody's got in ahead of us.
Jack, I see.
The basic idea is very interesting, but the task of producing something valid within such restrictions...
Speaking personally, it would have been a good 30-second sketch.
Half will begin in just under 25 seconds.
Excuse me.
Hey, do you mind not shoving?
Sorry, but the second half's about to begin, you know.
What, already? And they're not allowing anyone in after the beginning.
Oh, I'm afraid the call of nature must take precedence. Excuse me. Come on, drink up, gentlemen.
That's ridiculous. They've hardly had time to shift the setting. How do you shift the bare essentials?
The second half will begin in just under 12 seconds.
Why, my bloody zip's stuck.
You do it up later. Come on.
The second half is about to...
love sex, but it comes between me and my fantasy. I love sex, but it comes between me and the girls. I love sex, but it comes between me and my fantasy. I love sex, but it comes between me and the world. 2 minutes of pleasure, 9 months of pain, no fun for months and 20 years of strain. A fuck is a fuck is a fuck is a fuck. Well, I went to see my girlfriend just to pass the time of day. She said, please do this, she said, please do that, till the time had frittered away. So I said to her, come over here and lie down on my bed. But she gave me that old-fashioned look. She said, a fuck is a fuck is a fuck is a fuck. You fellas are all the same. Your cocks dictate your psychological state, but it ain't a very logical game. And whether you're a calm, quick, repairing, or a master of the tantric art, you're one kind of fella before you come, and another when you depart. I had a lady friend at my place last night. She stayed till 20 past 8. I really enjoyed her company, but temptation could not wait. I looked into her eyes and said, would you like to sleep with me? But she gave me that old-fashioned look and locked herself in the lavatory. She said, a fuck is a fuck is a fuck is a fuck. You guys are all the same. Your cocks dictate your psychological state, but it ain't a very logical game. And whether you're a calm, quick repairman or a master of the tantric art, you're one kind of fella before you come, and another when you depart. A fella gets kind of randy when the ladies withdraw their charms. So I took myself to a gay bar, thought it wouldn't do me any harm. Well, this beautiful body walks up to me and puts his hand right on my crutch. I says, hold it, man. He says, I am. I says, it's much too much, too much, too much. A fuck is a fuck is a fuck is a fuck. You gays are all the same. Your cocks dictate your psychological state, but it ain't a very logical game. And whether you're a calm, quick repairman or a master of the tantric art, you're one kind of fella before you come, and another when you depart. I love sex, but it comes between me and my fantasy.
ashes to ashes, lust to dust, deodorant death to the idolized bust. Pot goes the lolly, pot goes the head. Tonight we are mourning, rock music's dead. Good night, Elvis. All those worms in your pelvis, we won't let them dig you up anymore. Good night, Gene Vincent. Good night, Eddie Cochran. And by golly, Miss Molly, I nearly forgot Buddy Holly. Well, good night, Jim Morrison. Good night, Bob Dylan #1, Bob Dylan #2, Bob Dylan #3. Although time's born again, and still everybody must get stoned. Good night, Jimi Hendrix. Good night, Janis Joplin. Still wandering the Bay Area, trying to get her ghost laid. Good night, Keith Moon. He knew where he was going, but he got there too soon. Good night, John Bonham and Joy Division and Sid Vicious. Zero was also your hero, but Nancy was your heroine. Good night, John Lennon. Been a hard day's night, but tomorrow never knows. It's good night, skins, and good night, punks, and good night, groupies, and junkies, and hippies, and gothics, and addicts, and drunks, and rockers, and flippers, and knockers, and rappers, and trippers, and rastas, and jewelers, and zulus, and white boys, spoon boys. And good night, two-tone boot boys. And good night, heavy metal 70s. And good night, electronic 80s. And good night, in-house acting Aquarian iambic. Turn the page forward, and if you get bored, turn the page back and you got the same. Ashes to ashes, lust to dust, deodorant death to the idolized bust. Pot goes the lolly, pot goes the head. Tonight we are mourning, rock music's dead. What shall we grow in your garden, my dear, if my seed comes to breed in your nurseries? A dolphin or a diva or a true devotee, so your love might never grow thirsty, for this soul is so real and so whole and so free, and a body is so frail and so human are we dreaming? Is this the earth dreaming too? Will we live till we die, wondering why, or will
will we learn to grow day by day by day. And when the fruit of your labour's asleep at your breast, can you nurture them softly and quietly? And next thing the offspring has flown from the nest, can you love them and let them go lightly? For a soul is so real and so whole and so free, and a body is so frail, so human are we dreaming? Is this the earth dreaming too? Will we live till we die, wondering why? Or will we learn to grow day by day by day? And here comes the fall when the leaves turn to gold, and the waning moon silvers me nightly. In the afternoon sun, it's good fun to grow old, as you hold me and lie with me quietly. For your love is so real, so whole and so free, and your body is so frail and so human are we? Are we dreaming? Is this the earth dreaming too? Will we live till we die, wondering why? Or will we learn to grow day by day by day? Then when old Father Time rings the chimes of my years, and I see my life turning around me, when you lay me down in your garden, my dear, can you kiss me and let me go lightly? For a death is so real and so whole and so free. La 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 la. And a body is so frail and so human are we. La 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 la. La la la. Are we dreaming? Is this the earth dreaming too? Will we live till we die, wondering why? Or will we learn to grow day by day by day by day by day by day by Okay, so how about some, you remember that chant, O Wichitayo? Yeah, a few people do. Okay, let's have a chant on that one. Okay, for those of you that don't know it, it's an Indian, native Indian chant.
record?
Okay, wait a sec.
I'll tell
Coming up in. You gonna do it?
Want me to time?
Yeah.
Okay, tell them 3, 2, and 1, and then out.
Sure.
Wrap it
You
up.
got a timer right there. Okay, coming up in 3.
Well, I suppose you should introduce yourself. You're the more important one anyway.
Well, my name is Elementary Egbert Bagpipe Esquire of the Tea Dance Society of some far distant country town in Australia. And I am here in Boston to make a survey of Rotary clubs. You see, they do have Rotary clubs there as well in Bush. And so I'm particularly interested in the diagram as an esoteric piece of Pythagorean geometry, and I want to really investigate you. What are we here for? Oh, I'm David Allen. My name is David Allen. That's my proper name. I'm an illegal immigrant in this country. You know, if you work for the immigration department, I would just immediately arrest me. You know about artists, illegal artists who don't make very much money and who replace all these wonderful American artists that want to go and work overseas. What you need is more local art. You don't want people like me here. Very bad idea. You understand? What they want people... I don't make money. I'm not commercial. They want commercial art. Good commercial art. That's what you want, good commercial art. Pap! That's what we want. Good, straight rule pap. It's American!
It sure is. And this is Glenn Hammett from the Absolute Sound, new music coordinator. And we're here in Baltimore at the Knights of Columbus Hall.
This is the Absolute Madness show.
So anyway...
Let's get serious.
How long have you been on this tour, David?
Well, several lifetimes. Started in 14th century Spain and it hasn't let up.
And you find the crowd reaction pretty good, or?
Well, I thought the conquistadores were a bit much. They actually, tried to kill me several times. But I escaped to an Atlantean temple, playing Atlantean music. It was Peruvian music, and with that, fueled by that particular music, I managed to retire several times through the death process consciously and arrive in the 20th century to play for you on the electric guitar that very Atlantean temple music. I don't tell people this usually. I mean, I wouldn't say anything in public about this because people just don't believe you. But this is the time of the new wage, and I might be able to make a quid from talking about it, so perhaps I will. I just did. Okay, give us me money. Oh no, I'm a tourist. I'm a legal immigrant. Oh, I shouldn't say these things. Look, if you work for the customs, ignore me, right? I'm not here.
Well, how much longer do you plan to spend in the States?
Well, until I manage to leave.
Then you're going
safely.
You're going back in the bush after that, or?
Well, I do live up in a Chinese banana shed on a mountain in Australia, not far from Pacific Ocean. I do have a 72-track studio in the end part of it, underground bit, and that's where I make my drones. And my drones. That's what they are, drones.
Any plans for the future coming up, or?
Oh yeah, I am planning to stay alive. Yes, that seems like a good notion. And keep illegally entering the country and doing my things, and as much as possible irritating the authorities to the maximum.
And what's your newest releases coming out?
Well, sometimes I dribble, especially when I'm asleep.
It's a nice release.
Yeah.
When you sleep, I mean.
Oh, when I really relax, when you're really relaxed, the saliva just rolls down, it's such a nice feeling. It gets in your ear. Oh, I suppose, release, yes, that's what you mean. Yeah, well, I've got a book coming, a book of poetry.
What's it called?
It's called poetry, I-E-Y-E poetry. Oh, but this isn't about that, is it? It's about music. Well, I am committed to the destruction of the music industry. Do you see that? And so my way of working in music is to totally circumvent any reference whatsoever or any dealings with any of the legitimate, normal, commercial music industry and business. It's my job to make sure that we always play in places like this, that we are not announced in normal music magazines, only in magazines like yours, which are specialist and intellectual variety, but not the showbiz music rock scene. That's it. That's finished. That's a cracked and decrepit dinosaur.
You're only going to be playing in Knights of Columbus halls?
That's it.
Okay.
Only in Knights of Columbus halls.
We better get to some shots of the live footage.
Right. Okay. Have fun, Columbus. I was there.
And that's 5 minutes and 0.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, to start recording. And 5, 4.
Right, you first.
We're back.
We're forward.
So anyway, David, how do you view yourself on the conceptual level?
As a 53-year-old aging middle-class hippie revolutionary swine. With 6 cardboard boxes full of things, several instruments, and a bunch of airplane tickets. I'm not really what you call, the sort of person, a materialist, you know what I mean?
Well, I've heard of excessive drug use by the old progressive bands that used to travel around. Yet I've heard nothing but denials on the parts of people from Gong. Is this like due to a politically correct anti-drug movement that's
Oh, no. Let's get this straight. I mean, originally we were taking drugs when it was worth taking them, when it was adventurous and when it was meaningful to take them. It's not really worth it anymore. Don't think that we have now retired to the ignorant and stupid, ill-informed attitudes of those people who repress drugs, not really understanding that they do have some purpose. We have now gone out the other end of it, if you see what I mean. And how many times do you have to take LSD to actually realize that it's a limited terrain with a fixed boundary, and you can only sort of explore it until you get bored. Once you get bored with it, then you move out, and we did move out, so we discovered some different techniques. And there's things you can do now in the 1990s that don't actually affect your body. I mean, they're not bad for your body, they're actually good for your body. Like, for example, conscious connected breathing, wonderful stuff. There's quite a lot of things that you can do. And we do them. We actually do them in what we call workshops. But they're not new age workshops, not that sort of thing at all. They're just collections of people who sit together of very diverse belief systems and connect together in order to try and burst through whatever their limitations are at that particular moment. So we use that instead of drugs now. We call that the inner temple, and we call the gigs the outer temple. The outer temple is for people coming and connecting, like you and I, in an intellectual and friendly way. The inner temple is when you come in and you just say, I am going to bust through all my resistances to people, and I'm going to get right to the center of me and them. And we do. It's called self-initiation. It's good fun.
Are you familiar with the virtual reality machine?
Yeah, we tried a virtual reality machine in one of the people in the Gone family circle works in an office in San Francisco, and we tried it only just a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, of course, virtual reality is a very important part of the current movement.
Do you still stay in touch with a lot of the members of the older Gone unit?
Oh, I stay a lot in touch with Steve Hillage, and who else? Steve Hillage, and there's Tim Blake, who is my altered ego. He's my sort of shadow self. He does all the things that all the things that I don't dare do, he does.
Do you live near each other?
No, we stay away from each other. All the things I would never do, all the things I don't admit in myself, he lives out. Bless his heart. I wouldn't want to carry all that stuff. Scumbag of attitudes, but he likes it. I don't know why. Good old Tim.
So anyway, what's your favorite part of touring in the States now?
I forgot to mention, you said before, do I hang in with any of the other Gong members? I mean, I play with Didier Malher, Lundido Banduras, that is. We play together in the 1990s Gong band. What was this question? What was the new question? I forgot.
No, what's your favorite thing about the United States? Like, what do you find here that you don't find back home?
Well, Tom the Poet. I mean, watching Tom the Poet work out in America is something to behold. But also, it's a country of extremes, isn't it? It's a Gemini country, is it, or what? And you get the extremes of absolute, awful, heavy-duty, terrifying stuff, people dying, killing, molesting. And then you have this incredible other extreme where you can actually find extraordinary blasts of super consciousness, very pure, beautiful people. And between us, isn't it? We're just filling in time between birth and total illumination,
Basically, that's it, isn't it? I think that's it for us too.
Okay.
You're telling me that.
Fairly well, my friends, from the Rotary Club of wherever we are, deep south, north, east, west, deep west. Where are we? Oh, we're not. Oh, Columbus. Are you a Knight of Columbus?
No, I was in the days of Ohio.
I thought it was extreme right-wing organisation. Is it?
I think so.
Come on. Let's burn the place down when we finish.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.